In this video, we're going over what new managers need to do on day one. So get your coffee, because we're getting in. Thank you for checking out my channel, Leadership with Mike. On this channel, I help managers become leaders, and I do that with no nonsense sense, if that makes any sense. Okay, you either got the job or you got the promotion, or I guess you could have got both. Good for you. But man, there's going to be a little bit of pressure coming in on day one, wouldn't you think? So follow these steps for your best chance at success. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to walk the walk. What I mean by that is I'm hoping that as you went through the interview process, you kind of figured out what people wear. You need to dress the part. You need to come in looking like a manager, feeling like a manager, and knowing you're the manager. So every company is going to be different, but you're going to hopefully pick up on some cues as to how do managers dress at where you're working, and make sure you're on par with that. If in doubt, bring it up a little bit, just a touch. Don't come into work with a tuxedo on unless that's the uniform, but just find out what management dresses like, bring it up just a touch, and start cruising. That being said, if you've been promoted to this position, make the transition slow. If you were working in an office and you kind of had a more relaxed dress, and now you've been promoted, don't just come in suit and tie ready to go. That's going to throw people off, and it's going to be like, well, he changed. This is something you're going to do a little bit slower if you've been promoted within the company. But keep it in mind, you do have to dress the part. Walk the walk. Next, you're going to want to set the tone for professional relationships. Set the tone as you are there. You are willing and able, and just let's get everything done. Let's work together, but let's not start trying to be buddy-buddy. Because here's the unwritten rule. There's a line drawn in the sand. Management is here, employees are here. You may work at a company that says, no, it's not a level playing field. There are different groups. You may all, if you work at a great place, you may all be focused on one target, and you may work well together, but somebody has to make the calls. Somebody has to make tough decisions. That is you. So as much as you want to kind of relax yourself in and try to be one of the guys or one of the girls, that's not your role. Come in, be professional, and set that expectation that, oh, when I'm talking to Mike, I'm not going to be cussing. He's professional. There is a look, there is an expectation when people walk in the room that you feel you can talk a certain way. You want everybody to look to you as the leader, as the one in charge. And there's a certain level of respect that you want to present, and then you're able to command that respect. Not demand, command. Feeling right. This is one I find gets away from people because, you're nervous. You've got a new job. You're just, you want to hide behind your desk. Don't. Make sure you're visible. From day one, be seen. Have your team know that you are around. You're not just going to just go into your office and eke your way through the day. You want hit the ground running. You want to know what's going on. Why are we doing this? How can I help here? Be seen. Of course, you're going to have trainings. HR may want to take you to certain places. Your boss is going to want you to learn certain things. But make sure in that process, you're seen on the floor. You're seen wherever it is that you're working. Your team needs to know that you're around. And you set that tone from the get. So you've been hired as a manager and you're the boss. But sometimes what new managers forget, especially on day one, is that they have a boss. You may be a boss to somebody, but you're reporting to somebody. So when you come in on day one, make sure you have some time scheduled with your boss. Officially, unofficially, but what you need to do is you need to pick their brain. What are the expectations that they have of you? What are the goals that they want you to meet? What's the timelines that you're expected to meet these things? You come in thinking or feeling like you're in charge, but you need to know how are you being scored? What's being marked down? When you get your year-end performance review, how are you going to succeed? What is it that means you've arrived, you've succeeded? These are things that you want to just get to know from your boss. That rolls us into the next thing you're going to want to do is once you know the expectations that are of you, you need to talk to your team and set expectations. These are not demands. These are just a get to know. I expect that if there's an issue, you come to me and we work it out together. I expect that if there's a disagreement, we will be adults and we will be able to talk our way through it. Set these guidelines, and you may feel like you're talking to children. Don't talk like you're talking to children, but keep that in mind. Everybody, myself included, if I have a new boss, I need to be reassured as to how am I expected to talk to this guy? I mean, he's already come in, he's not buddy buddy, but he seems professional. This is how you set that stage for yourself to know, let your staff know what their expectations are or you have of them. Let me take a quick second to make sure you've signed up to the email list. When you do, you'll get a top secret video of 10 leadership principles that you're not going to want to miss. So in the description, you'll see the link. Sign up for the email. Next, let's talk about scheduling. Time for yourself. You're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to be excited. Everything's going on. And you really can't share it with anybody because you're trying to set this professional image. You want to cement yourself as the go-to guy, the gal, the leader of the team. Make sure you've set time to hang with your friends. You've set time to be with your family. When it comes to management, we sometimes feel like we need to take it all on and we need to work the long hours. And sometimes that's true. But equally as true, we need to make sure we've surrounded ourselves with our friends and our family from time to time to keep us grounded, to keep hope alive if you feel like you're underwater. Just make sure you're scheduling some me time with those that you feel you need to be around. Here's my next point. You may feel like you've arrived. You are the boss. You are the champion, the people's champion. No, you're not. You have just started your management career. Now, maybe last week you were at the top of your game. You knew everything that your job required, but now you're a new manager. There's a whole world of things that you don't know, and that's okay. But you have to make sure you're prepared to learn, and to learn some more. It's that simple. You need to invest time in yourself and into your career. Watching this channel is one of the ways that you can. Joining our Facebook group, link in the description, is another way that you can meet with other leaders, other YouTube leadership channels, where you can bounce ideas off. You can learn some more information. Grab some books, go to some seminars. Make sure that you're just soaking it all in because like I said, you may have done your job before well, like so well where you got promoted or you were able to jump into this management role, but this is a new game, kid. You need to know the rules. That being said, I'm gonna grab my coffee and I hope to see you in the next video.